Narcissists do expose themselves. They tell on themselves. They subconsciously offer this information to you. And you've got to be brave enough to hear it. And you've got to be clever enough, read between the lines, because they will always give you this information. How? How do they do this? I'm going to reveal this in the video. Hello and welcome back. As always, I really hope that you guys are doing well. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how the narcissist exposes themselves, how the narcissist reveals all of this information. Yes, they do. They don't keep none of this secret, and believe me, they're not that clever. So if you work them out, right, if you work them out and know exactly what they're saying, exactly how they're going to behave, you will be able to see through it. You will be able to see through actually that information that is gold dust. Okay, you will be able to see how they expose themselves, because they tell on themselves. Okay, so narcissists do a lot of talking. Narcissists do a lot of lying. If you have a look at this video, because I talk about the 5 lies that the narcissist always tells, this will basically tell you a little bit more. But narcissists do lie. So if you think about it, right, if you're telling lies, if you're telling false information or false truths, you've got to remember what you've said. You've got to remember what lie you have told to which person. So you've got to be really intelligent to do that. Don't get me wrong. Some narcissists pull this off. Okay, some narcissists get this down to a T. And actually, you know, most narcissists are really, really good at lying. But you've got to remember the lie. You've got to remember those intricate details. Because what happens over time, you begin to see through it. You begin to see that actually these are false truths. These are false information that's coming through, and you're able then to pick it apart. The narcissist knows this. They're not stupid. When you're telling a lie to someone, when you are telling them things that are not true, you know, you live in this fantasy, this illusion, this world, this kind of mindscape that the narcissist creates, simply because you've got to embody that lie for it to be real. And that's what the narcissist does. They live between kind of fantasy and reality. And there's this blurred line that exists somewhere in the middle. So what you see here is that you've got to remember what you have said. You've got to remember what you have lied about to which person, how you have embellished this information. Because what happens, the easiest way to tell a lie is to over-exaggerate some things, maybe project some things, maybe talk about things that you have done in the past, but might make it seem like you have done in the present. So if you listen to what the narcissist is saying to you, and some of it might seem a little bit off, some of it might not seem true, that's how you're going to see, or that's how you're going to know that what the narcissist is saying to you is what they are actually doing. What they also do is they project a lot of this information and say that you are doing it. Like, for example, the cheating. Oh no, I get the sense, I get the feel that you are cheating on me. Why are you looking at this person? Oh, I would never have done that to you. Why are you doing this to me? Have I not given you enough? With those kind of sentences, with the way that you're saying this, so with these types of sentences, what you're doing is the narcissist is projecting. They are putting out those accusations onto you, but actually what's happening is they are telling on themselves. Basically, I've done this, so I know what it feels like. I know that you are doing this. Also, you've got to remember that they're jealous people, so they're feeling quite jealous, and then they're projecting. Obviously, they know that you're not doing that, obviously, because you're not. But what they are doing is they're projecting this truth. They are projecting this out to you. They want to put the blame onto you. And that's ultimately what it is. That's how they gaslight you. That's when they say something has happened or something that you have done that's wrong, and then they blame it onto you. And then that's how they gaslight. You see, this false information is mixed in with the truth. So it's about you using your discernment and really listening to what they are saying. Like what you've got to do is step out of the situation, step out of this, and really listen to what is being said. Really listen to what they are saying. You will know what is the truth and what isn't. Basically, they don't tell a lot of truth. Remember, a lot of this information is over embellished, over exaggerated, because it's got to seem fun, it's got to seem believable, it's got to push you off the scent so that you don't actually see the truth. Telling the truth is not something that the narcissist wants to do, because if they tell you the truth, if they show themselves, they will be vulnerable. Now, a narcissist is never going to do that. They are never going to be vulnerable. They're never going to tell you the exact truth, because if you knew, I am sure that you probably would run a mile, because this is something that they do not want to share. So if they pretend to be somebody else, then this makes it better for them, because then they kind of fit in to everybody else, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to fit in, but also they're trying to get attention. So if you're the one that talks the loudest, shines the brightest, you're going to get the attention. So that's what the narcissist does. That's why they over embellish. That's why they lie. Now, the reason why they do this, the reason why they lie, and then this gets exposed and they tell on themselves, is because if we take it back to childhood, if we think about this narcissist as a child, the reason why they have become a narcissist is because their parents or their caregivers rejected, abandoned them in some way. The parents or the caregivers didn't accept the narcissist as a child. They very much saw them as an extension of themselves. So if the child is not behaving in a way that the narcissist wants them to do, the narcissistic parent wants them to do, they're going to show that. The child is going to feel rejected. The child is going to it's going to be starved of that attention. They are then going to want this attention from their parents. They're going to do everything that they can to get that from their parents or their caregiver. Or if they're getting a lot of attention, if it's the other way around and they're getting a lot and they're getting praised, the child feels the need to then act and behave and do more of this acting and behaving, this over stimulated behavior, because the parents are encouraging that. But in both cases, the child is not themselves. The child is not their real selves. They have created this ulterior ego, this mask that they've got to put on. The child doesn't get the attention and the abandonment from their parents. Okay, in this case, the child has to pretend to be somebody else. The child has to pretend to be what the parents want them to be. And in the other case, the child has to pretend to be the child that their parents want them to be. In both cases, the child is enmeshed within the parents' wants and needs. The child can never be their authentic selves. So this is what the narcissist does with their lies, with these kind of entitled behaviors. Because they need to get their needs met. They need to know that they are getting the attention. And this is a deep wound for a narcissist. When you don't get the attention from your parents, you don't have that foundation, you don't have that backing, you don't have that identity, the confidence in your identity, and to show who you are. They don't have that. So that's why the narcissist will do this. So they lie and then they tell on themselves, because they tell you what they have done, because it is human nature. If we really think about it, the narcissist will tell and say what they have done before in the past, or maybe what they are doing, because it is human nature to expose that, to tell that, because what you're doing is something that's not right, and you end up saying it. You can't keep it a secret, you can't keep quiet. It does come out somehow. And that's how the narcissist exposes their own behaviors. That's how the narcissist, if you really listen, that's how they will explain it. That's how they will communicate it to you. And they will do the same thing. It's the same cycle over and over. They don't change their behaviors. They know that one way of being. They know that one way of behaving and interacting with others. And they continue to do it. Because why change it? If it's getting your needs met, if you're getting what you want, you're getting the outcome that you want, why change it? And that's what they're doing here. That's why this happens. The narcissist's not interested in changing. They're going to keep doing this. They're going to keep lying. That's what they do. As I explained, they don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to show their true selves. So they will keep doing what they're doing. But you have to be clever enough to listen in between the lines on what they're actually saying. And maybe question them, but again, it will be a lie on top of a lie. Just listen. Just listen. They'll tell you. So guys, I really hope that this video helps to explain how a narcissist exposes this information to you. If you are someone that is going through this and you want to maybe a little help to kind of understand, maybe talk about some of the tips and techniques that I've shared in this video, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below for more details. I will be starting a mentorship program, which is out in the next few weeks. And if you would like to have some more information, please see the description box below. And also I do have a journal club where I post journals every week to help you stay on track of your healing journey. If you would like to join this for a small fee every month, please see the description box below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.